Multiple safes broken into, drawers ripped open, closets ransacked, boxes of...
What the feds just uncovered in Floyd Mayweather's house is terrifying. They're going after Floyd Mayweather's bag. Remember the brother that walked around with $100 million check in his bag, said he ain't even got to cash it? Well, they on his line.
I think it got to right now because the money gone. So the money's really gone.
In a dramatic development, reports have circulated claiming that the Federal Bureau of Investigation uncovered details tied to a supposed $420 million scheme involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. According to these claims, investigators allegedly searched his mansion in Las Vegas, where they were said to have discovered information related to questionable financial activities, alleged fraudulent investments, and suspicious overseas accounts. The story gained even more attention after strong reaction from sports commentator Stephen A. Smith on ESPN. Smith's emotional and direct response quickly spread across media platforms, reflecting the intense public interest and debate surrounding the allegations.
I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. This is a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys.
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
Reports claim that agents from the Federal Bureau of Investigation carried out a search at the luxury residence of Floyd Mayweather Jr. in Las Vegas. According to those accounts, the operation was connected to a wider investigation into an alleged financial scheme. The report suggested that investigators were examining activities involving shell companies, possible cryptocurrency-related money movement, and questionable investment ventures that were said to be associated with individuals within Mayweather's circle. These allegations quickly fueled widespread discussion as details about the supposed investigation began circulating online.
Hey, what's up everybody? So check it out, this morning I was walking through Beverly Hills and I passed by Floyd Mayweather's $30 million mansion. It's over 15,000 square feet with 6 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, resort-style backyard.
According to individuals familiar with the situation, investigators from the Federal Bureau of Investigation reportedly collected numerous electronic devices during the operation at the home of Floyd Mayweather Jr. in Las Vegas. Sources claim that the materials included financial documents, records connected to offshore banking activity, and encrypted digital ledgers. The alleged investigation is said to be examining transactions that could total around $420 million, with authorities are reportedly reviewing as part of a suspected financial fraud inquiry.
Into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me.
For years, Floyd Mayweather Jr. has publicly displayed the money team lifestyle, private jets, luxury vehicles like Bugattis, expensive jewelry, and large amounts of cash. However, recent reports tied to the alleged inquiry by the Federal Bureau of Investigation claim that investigators are examining whether some of the wealth associated with that image could be connected to questionable financial activities. According to those claims, certain documents being reviewed may suggest that Mayweather was either involved in investments that later became fraudulent schemes or was used as a promotional figure connected to ventures that allegedly defrauded investors. Some reports indicate that these alleged schemes may have targeted individuals in overseas markets. It is important to note that such claims remain allegations connected to an investigation, and no confirmed findings have established wrongdoing. The situation has nevertheless generated widespread debate as authorities reportedly review the financial records involved.
How much is it?
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane.
That
1-8 is high. 18 life.
that happy birthday, champ.
That's how we doing.
1 point. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show him what he say, man.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 101 piece.
Oh, that's in the bag.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That one of one.
$1.8 million.
It's a one of one. I love that.
Stephen A. Smith has personally observed the extravagant lifestyle associated with Floyd Mayweather Jr., including his expansive home, collection of luxury vehicles, and private jet. Because of this exposure, Smith is very familiar with the scale of Mayweather's financial success. Having seen the rewards that came from years of dedication and discipline in boxing, Smith has gained insight into the vast financial empire Mayweather has built. This first-hand perspective gives him a unique viewpoint when discussing Mayweather's business instincts and the way he has managed his money throughout his career.
Mayweather was undefeated for the last half of his career with one hand. He constantly broke his hand.
Yeah.
He would go into a ring knowing he had no shot at knocking somebody out because his hands were hurt too much, and literally walked in the ring and said, I'm going to embarrass you and humiliate you by showing the world you can't hit me.
What makes the reaction from Stephen A. Smith even more significant is that he has personally visited the home of Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the past. During earlier interviews and podcast appearances, Smith described Mayweather's residence as a powerful symbol of success, an example of what can be achieved through talent, relentless discipline, and strong personal branding. According to Smith, the property represented more than just wealth. It stood as proof of the massive financial success Mayweather built throughout his boxing career.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go 3.1.
And you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right. It's close to 15 million.
However, when Floyd Mayweather Jr. moved into a new stage of his career, participating in exhibition fights, the perception surrounding his decisions began to shift. After retiring from professional boxing, he returned to the ring in events that many observers felt were driven more by financial opportunity than by legacy. One notable example was his exhibition bout with Logan Paul. The matchup drew significant attention, but also criticism from commentators, including Stephen A. Smith. Smith argued that the fight lacked real competitive stakes, noting that Paul, originally known for his career as a YouTuber before entering boxing, was not viewed as a serious challenge for a legendary champion like Mayweather. From Smith's perspective, for someone who had once dominated the sport at the highest level, accepting such a matchup appeared more like a move designed to generate revenue rather than to enhance his legacy inside the ring.
Boxers, if not the greatest boxer in history. He's absolutely sensational. But he retired years ago, and for me personally, I know these exhibition matches are entertaining. I like the one with Conor McGregor, not so much the one with Logan Paul. Looking at these exhibitions and all of that stuff, that little melee and stuff don't matter to me. As far as I'm concerned, it could have potentially been orchestrated. I don't know. But I do know not just anybody should be allowed to be in the ring with Floyd Money Mayweather.
Absolutely.
I just believe.
When Floyd Mayweather Jr. was asked about accusation from Logan Paul regarding unpaid earnings during an appearance on the Pivot podcast, he largely avoided giving a direct explanation. During the conversation, Mayweather tried to minimize the controversy. He told the host that he had no problem with YouTubers and explained that the payment situation was simply a matter of timing, suggesting that large financial transactions sometimes take a wild process. Despite that reassurance, his response struck some observers as somewhat indirect. By characterizing the situation as a routine delay rather than addressing the accusations in detail, Mayweather appeared to downplay the dispute instead of directly confronting the claims about unpaid money.
Logan Paul, he said you owe him some bread. How you feel about someone making those type of accusations?
That comes with the territory.
Right.
And you got to realize, when you used to getting, to them, that's real money. And I like YouTube because I don't mind getting a YouTube check.
Shit, we getting a YouTube check.
Right.
This is gonna be a big YouTube check.
Yeah, so, you know, the money is not coming fast enough. That's why when they say money on the back end, as far as pay-per-view, it take a while, you know? And he shouldn't trip. If he feel like he done great numbers and we done record-breaking numbers, then I understand. Nothing comes right away. Just like I'm still collecting checks from fights 7 to 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when the tables turn. You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't never trip. So now when the tables turn, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Recent reports have raised questions about statements made by Floyd Mayweather Jr. regarding a supposed $42 million purchase involving 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Mayweather had previously claimed, both publicly and on social media, that he fully owned the properties. In an Instagram video, he even pointed to several apartment complexes and stated that the buildings belonged entirely to him, emphasizing that he had no partners involved in the deal. However, reporting from Business Insider suggested that property records did not reflect any transfer of ownership connected to Mayweather. According to the records reviewed during the investigation, the official ownership of those buildings appeared unchanged, which fueled further debate about the accuracy of the original claim.
Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares of these buildings.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. recently addressed rumors suggesting that his $42 million real estate project had created financial strain. He insisted that he acquired all 62 Manhattan buildings on his own, stressing, "I used my own money and no one else is in on this."
Yes, Floyd Mayweather has reportedly acquired 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan, spending approximately $402 million. This substantial investment was made through his real estate firm, Vada Properties, and is intended to expand his portfolio in New York City real estate market. Mayweather has expressed that this purchase holds significant personal meaning, reflecting his humble beginnings and desire to provide affordable housing options. He stated, "Growing up, I used to dream about owning just one home by myself. When you work hard, you can achieve anything. However, it's important to note that while Mayweather has announced this acquisition, some reports suggest that property records do not yet confirm a transfer of ownership. Experts speculate that he may have acquired a minority stake with options for future expansion rather than full ownership of all 62 buildings outright. In summary, Floyd Mayweather has publicly claimed to purchase 62 buildings in Upper Manhattan for $402 million, aiming to enhance affordable housing in the area. While these claims have been widely reported, the exact details and confirmation of ownership are still subject to verification. So even ChatGPT is saying, like, that's not official. Whether Mayweather is saying it or not, ChatGPT is saying it's not official. That deal has not gone through.
Records examined by Business Insider indicate that the ownership of the 62 Manhattan buildings linked to Floyd Mayweather Jr. has not changed, suggesting he may have only held minority interests with potential options for future acquisition. This discrepancy has sparked questions about the accuracy of his statements and whether key details of the transaction were omitted or misrepresented. Mayweather, widely recognized as the highest-paid boxer in history, built his fortune through an undefeated career and masterful self-promotion. Even after retiring in 2017, he continued to maintain a lavish lifestyle, purchasing luxury properties and high-end assets. Despite his financial success, Reports indicate that Mayweather faced serious monetary challenges, including a $22.2 million debt to the Internal Revenue Service for unpaid taxes from 2015. These financial pressures were a major factor in his decision to return to the ring for several high-profile exhibition matches.
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Stephen A. Smith has frequently expressed concern over Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s post-retirement exhibition fights. While he acknowledged that the bout against Conor McGregor was understandable given McGregor's combat sports background, Smith has been critical of later exhibitions against less experienced opponents. He argued that these matches, seemingly motivated by guaranteed paydays rather than competitive challenge, risk undermining the legacy Mayweather built over his undefeated career. According to Smith, such bouts could dilute the achievements that establish him as one of boxing's all-time greats.
Gotti III having any real kind of boxing background. I did not see the fight, although I heard he lost every round and Floyd Money Mayweather was whipping him pretty good. I was not there. I did not see it. I do not know. Here's what I do know, which is where my disappointment comes from. When you are as great as Floyd Money Mayweather, everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
In a frank interview, Stephen A. Smith asked Floyd Mayweather Jr. whether he prioritized his legacy over financial gain. Mayweather's answers, which frequently emphasize his business savvy and ability to generate revenue, led Smith and others to conclude that his focus had shifted more toward wealth accumulation than safeguarding the achievements of his boxing career.
You made money. You're going to make a hell of a lot more money.
But the main thing is I made smart investments and I still make millions every month.
Do you care about your boxing legacy?
More than what?
Well, we ain't gonna say more than money. We know better. We're not gonna say more than money. We know better.
More than my family? No. So what's more important? My children. Because when I make this money, you know what? I put my children and my family in a position that they are entrepreneurs. They are bosses. I don't want my kids to have to answer to nobody. So I will take the long road. I will take the bumps and the bruises for them, but for my loved ones.
But Fear, it's important to point this out about you. You're not just that way when it comes to your family and your children. You're that way with professional athletes. I know NBA players that have relationships with you. Professional football players that have relationships with you, etc. And the same thing that you just said that you preach to your children and your family, you've been preaching to them. That seems to be a personal mission of yours. Why?
It's about giving back. You know, I don't have to go on record and talk about the things that I do. I don't have to go on record.
Adding fuel to the debate, former UFC fighter and commentator Chael Sonnen shared a revealing perspective on the Mayweather versus McGregor fight. Sonnen suggested that the event's financial success was somewhat exaggerated. He claimed that many seemingly occupied seats were actually filled with individuals dressed to give the impression of a sold-out crowd. Having covered the fight live, Sonnen criticized what he described as an illusion orchestrated by Mayweather's PR team, highlighting the contrast between public perception and the behind-the-scenes reality.
No, Floyd's not going to do MMA, but he is going to box again. He's enjoying this attention. It's been very smart what he did. I think it surprised him. I think he was just going out to have a little bit of fun. I don't think he realized he could get 4 and 5 weeks of headlines out of this, but he does need to box again, for sure. I mean, you call it breaking news, but I will tell you unequivocally right now, Floyd Mayweather does and is planning to box one more time.
And the motivation behind getting into a ring again to box when he said he's retired, why? Why do it?
Floyd's broke. You got to understand, the only thing more embellished than Floyd Mayweather's pay-per-view numbers is Floyd Mayweather's net worth, and he made a lot of money. But remember this, it does not matter what you made, it matters what you kept, and he is a dum-dum.
So anyone, Floyd's made $1 billion. Floyd has gotten $300 million for Pacquiao, $300 million for McGregor. That might be true, but that money does not exist anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that's right. I mean, so Mike Tyson, he did real well too. Evander Holyfield, again, it's not what you made. And don't forget, boxing and MMA math, whatever that number is, you get 30% of. So 30% of $1 billion, he still did really well, but not when you're spending money like that. I mean, that's just the way it works. We've seen a progression of these guys, one after the next, that all end up the same way. And that's broke, and they're just not smart with their money. And, I mean, that's all it comes down to. I'm not even trying to bag on Floyd. Look, he's just not a very bright guy. He's surrounded with even less bright guys. This is the way it works when you're a boxer and you go spend that kind of money. If you ever buy things that cost money to own, you're going to be broke.
In an interview with Stephen A. Smith, Floyd Mayweather Jr. was asked whether he prioritizes legacy or financial gain. Known widely for his money persona, Mayweather confirmed that he'd earned over $800 million throughout his career, but emphasized that his primary focus had consistently been on building and securing wealth.
I've already, in the sport of boxing, I've already made somewhere upwards of $800 million.
You made money. You're going to make a hell of a lot more money.
But the main thing is I made smart investments, and I still make millions every month.
Do you care about your boxing legacy?
More than what?
We ain't gonna say more than money. We know better. We're not gonna say more than money. We know better.
More than my family? No. So what's more important? My children. Because when I make this money, you know what? I put my children and my family in a position that they are entrepreneurs. They are bosses.
What do you think? Do Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s exhibition fights add to his legacy or take away from it? Is it reasonable for a retired champion to prioritize big paydays over genuine competition?